So I'm sitting outside having a drink, smoking a cigarette, watching news on YouTube about various and sundry things that I may or may not be interested to in. And one thing has come across my feed, and that is the Little Mermaid future casting. Now, Little Mermaid was the first new Disney movie that I had seen in the movie theaters when I was a kid. I think I saw The Black Cauldron when I was a kid, like even younger, like 4 or 5 years old. But The Little Mermaid, and I loved it, was 1989, 1990-ish, around the same time that I was also falling in love with Madonna. And I loved that movie. I sort of became obsessed with it for a short period of time. Spoiler alert, later on in life I would become obsessed with mermaids for several years. Maybe not mermaids, but maybe mermen. But I loved this movie. I never really understood where it was set, but I really enjoyed the whole aspect of it. I really loved the music, Kiss the Girl, A Part of Your World, and when I was coming up gay in my early 20s, early 2000s, late 1990s, everybody loved singing that one particular song, Part of Your World. And also, poor unfortunate souls. A friend of mine even took on the drag name of Ursula, and actually I don't think I ever saw her perform that song. I may have, but it was my early 20s, and I can't be sure. However, Disney is now starting to do, not starting to, but is in the midst of rebooting a lot of their classic cartoon movies into live action pieces, and for the most part they've been really, really good. I haven't seen Aladdin yet, but I've heard it's really good. I just don't have time in my current adult life to get to the movies like I used to. I work 100 hours a week, and when I get my days off, it's sort of like I just want to sit at home and lay on the couch and watch YouTube and Netflix and visit with my family. So, news of casting comes today. Not today. It's been in the last couple of weeks. And I'm not particularly thrilled with everything that's going on in this casting. Halle Bailey, I know absolutely nothing about her. And so, we didn't know anything about Mina Masood or any of the other people who were in Aladdin, so I can't say if they're good or not. So, I know that they were definitely trying to go for an ethnically, ethnically accurate cast there, and that for a time there, the reason that the Aladdin production got delayed was because they had trouble finding good actors who could sing and were also of that ethnicity. So they put a lot of effort into finding that particular cast. And then we get the news of casting of Ariel. And I know nothing about her. So I have absolutely no opinion. I'm a little concerned, mostly because I don't know anything about her. I haven't looked her up. I don't know what her singing ability is or anything like that. I probably would have preferred someone like Zendaya to probably take the role. But we'll see how it goes. Zendaya is a Sony thing right now because she's in the Spider-Man movies. So maybe, even though Disney and Sony have that sharing arrangement with Spider-Man, Zendaya may not necessarily be included in that, probably not. But I think that with her performance in Greatest Showman, she would probably be an excellent choice for the role. Maybe she's too old now. I don't know. I don't care. We'll see what happens with Ariel. But the choice that I actually have a problem with is Melissa McCarthy. I really hope they don't sign her. I think that Melissa McCarthy is a great comedian. She's like the female Adam Sandler of today. I'm sweating everywhere. I'm sitting outside. It's 195 degrees out here. Um, but I maybe she can sing, maybe she can't. Maybe you can fake sing Poor Unfortunate Souls. I watched her in Boss. I watched her in the Ghostbusters, and I saw her in I Spy, and I've seen her in other roles, and she made me laugh. She really did. So I've got nothing against Melissa McCarthy as an actress or a comedian or anything, but I don't like her for this role. I don't think it's a good choice. The role of Ursula was based on the drag queen Divine, who also I'm not a big fan of, but I think that you should still try to incorporate someone who can have that kind of energy and blast and, stage presence. It's Ursula's a stage presence kind of character, and Melissa McCarthy, I think, is a wrong choice for that. I don't think she can maintain that. I think she can throw out a couple of comic laughs or whatever. I don't think she can really embody the presence of what Ursula is. My two top choices for this would be Queen Latifah, whom we all have seen that famous photo of and looks great and wonderful. I think that Queen Latifah has proven herself as both an actress and a singer. I think that, however, Queen Latifah can fall a little flat sometimes. I'm going to be honest about that. I think that she reaches that 9.5, and she almost wants to break the ceiling, but she gets too close and she's like, I'm too scared to go a little bit farther. I really feel like Queen Latifah does that, and I think that Ursula is a role that really needs to break that ceiling. And I think that Lady Gaga is probably the best person for Poor Unfortunate Souls, because she's not afraid to break that ceiling, and she's proven it. I'm not a fan of Lady Gaga's last couple of albums. I loved her first couple of albums, and that's what I'm basing my opinion on. I think that she's got the vocal strength to do the role, and I think that she is proven herself as an actress in A Star Is Born and on American Horror Story, more so on A Star Is Born. But I really think that also in her videos, she has shown herself to be that extreme, no holds barred. She's not afraid to move. She's not afraid to make the faces that need to be made. She's not afraid to make the voices that need to be made. I really think that Lady Gaga is the best choice for Ursula. And I'm not mad at Halle Bailey's performance. I keep wanting to call her Halle Berry, even though no, she's not. But we'll see what happens with her. Good for her. I'm happy for her for getting cast. I know absolutely nothing about her, so I'm not going to criticize her. But I really think that Lady Gaga is of the people that come to mind. Maybe they'll find some unknown. Maybe they'll find some nobody to play Ursula. I think Melissa McCarthy is the absolute wrong choice for that role.